here is a perfect example of why you should check every single shelf of your thrift store. Hiding back here in the mug section is an amazing vintage fiberglass table lamp. Oh no!
Hello everyone, it's Tiffany with Thrifting Vegas. I shop at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales and discount stores for items I can resell for profit on online platforms like eBay, Poshmark and OfferUp.
It's a beautiful Friday evening here in Las Vegas, and as you can see, 91 degrees, late June, unseasonably cool for us. It's usually in the low hundreds by now, but I hear that's coming next week. We are back at my favorite Goodwill today, Rainbow and Cheyenne here in Las Vegas. I'm excited. I haven't been to this one in a couple of weeks. We have been up in the mountains on vacation, hiking and fishing. The kids had a blast. The dogs enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it too in my last video. Without further ado, I've got my Thrifting Vegas blanket and my reusable shopping bags. So let's go inside and see what we can find. Let's go thrifting. I have to tell you how much I've enjoyed reading your comments lately about how you found money in items you've thrifted and all the collections you have. I'm really excited to go in and see if I can find any of the things you've mentioned to me. About 100 things. It's absolutely crazy and so exciting. The colour of the day is going to be, let's see if I can peek through and have a look. It is grey, so let's go in and see what we can find. We'll grab a cart and pop our blanket and bags inside. And today, let's talk about a couple of thrifting strategies. I received an email from a long-time subscriber explaining to me that she's made a list of all the items I suggest you be on the lookout for. But when she's out thrifting, she never seems to be able to find any of them. If you have a specific list of items you're on the lookout for, be it swung vases, glass animals, maybe teacups and saucers, your best strategy is going to be to hit as many thrift stores as you can. That will give you the best chance of finding specific items. On the other hand, if you only have 1 or 2 thrift stores close to you, then you'll need to keep an open mind. Go through the shelves and have a look at everything. See what calls to you and pick up items that you like, because chances are, if you like something, other people are going to like it too. We're here in the hard goods section, and I've already spotted a couple of items that I'm really excited about. Let's take a look. Way up high here, there's a couple of little containers. They're possibly candles. Unfortunately, there is tape all over them, so I'm going to leave those. Over here is an interesting looking box. I always like to look in boxes because you just never know. This one's a nice Neiman Marcus gift box. It is empty, so let's move on. I think this is an IKEA candlestick, but it has the look of a brand that you really want to be on the lookout for, and that is Itala of Finland. I'll put a picture in here so you know what to look for. Itala candlesticks sell very well for me, especially when I find multiple sets of 2, maybe even 3. Look at this. It's an Asian mini screen, and there looks to be a cork diorama in each panel. It is $8, but I am willing to pay up for this because I definitely think the resale profit is there. My Thrifting Vegas blanket is positioned in the cart, ready to cushion all the treasures I find. So let's keep going on the shelves. Some bears there. Some decorative fruit in a bottle. These look like coasters. not ever such good quality, some chips and damage there, so we will leave those. Vases, candle holders. Here is a baby Jesus. Usually when I find nativity sets, baby Jesus is missing. Sadly, this one has a little bit of a chip on his nose, but I'm going to pop him in the cart and see if I can reunite him with his set. It's an angel up here, a chef wine holder. Here's a little jewelry box with a rotating ballet dancer. Some faux Wedgwood there. Not really sure what that is. Glass dishes, some tea lights. What do we have at the bottom? Here's a lovely fruit bowl. I think this is Jeanette glass. It has a coin stuck in the bottom there. Any other color but clear, I would definitely pick it up. Unfortunately, as I always say, clear just doesn't sell too well for me, and I have several in my inventory. These are interesting. They look like plant sconces, painted to look old. Quite fun, very heavy, so not something I would want to ship, and just not the right fit for my booth, so I'm going to leave those for somebody else. Having a quick peek through the dolls here. This native girl's face looks like she's been in the heat. She's very melted and scrunched. Little angel trinket box. I see this design everywhere. Always painted a little bit differently. I think it's a project piece, a project mold piece. So we will leave that. What else can we see? Here is a vintage little plastic mold wall hanging. It's an Asian fellow. For $5, his staff is broken there. Unfortunately, some of these can be quite collectible. I've also noticed his head has been broken off and reattached, so definitely going to leave him. Not for food use. Candle holders. Signs and frames. Some bells here. Up high, wreaths. Oh, is this a samurai sword? This looks like a decorative piece that doesn't actually contain a sword. I think it is just a plastic wall hanging, but I'm going to see, just make sure, because that could be pretty dangerous, a dangerous thing to have on the shelf. Here are some little terrarium style faux plants in jars. Figurines here. This little angel is $3. She does have some damage and a big chip on the back. This one is damaged also, not very good quality. Some brass enameled look masks. Again, not very good quality. These are made in India. The enameling is painted. We'll leave those. Here's another Asian mud man. Doesn't have a price. He's a more modern piece, stamped made in China and missing his fishing pole. So again, we'll leave him. Little card making sets, console bowl. Coloured candle holders caught my eye, but as I look at them, they are flash painted. The colour is painted on and peeling off. This tray is pretty, but as I pick it up, the quality isn't very good, and they're asking $8 on that. Some more masks here. Souvenir pieces, they're all painted. This one's a little more elaborate. Bit worse for wear on the back. Some silver plate. That one is missing its little top there. Look at this. This is soapstone. I don't know that I've ever seen an orange piece like this. It's a tea light holder engraved with little flowers. Only $1. Let's definitely pop that in the cart. It's absolutely beautiful for fall. Somebody seems to have donated their entire collection of snow globes. Look at these. Little trinket tray here. Storage box. What is behind here? It's an elephant. He's lovely, but unfortunately he has a massive hole in the base of his trunk. That is such a shame. I really love him. Look at this owl. Immediately I can see he is signed on the bottom. He's so sweet, lovely little expression, and he's only $1. So we will definitely put him into the cart and we'll just have a peek. There we go. We'll just have a peek behind here to see what else there is. Another owl. He's made of resin, not very good quality, not very well painted, so I am going to leave him and keep going. Here is a very iridescent horse. Oh, he is plastic. I think he should be in the toy section. Target candle, some very patriotic jars. Those are quite fun. Are they glass? Are they for drinking? Glasses? Unfortunately, they are chipped on the rim, so we will leave them. Let's pop this globe over with its friends there. Big letters. This is a plant watering globe. Is this I think it's a big trinket box. A modern piece, intentionally crazed. You can tell that it has been created there. Another big wreath, more signs. Inexpensive little cross. This is a plaque with big peaches on it. Again, quality just isn't what I'm looking for, so we'll leave it. Checking this piece, it looks a bit like Le Creuset, that flame color with the fade. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is vintage Fenton, I believe. The pink glass umbrella candy dish. I have never found one of these in the wild. That's so exciting. It's only $2. It looks to be in perfect condition. You can absolutely feel the quality of this glass. I can't get it in the cart fast enough. That is so exciting. As I always say, if you find something like that, something great, be extra cognizant. Have a look on the shelves, see if there are any more similar pieces. I'm really looking carefully. It's a box. I have to have a peek inside just to make sure there is nothing wonderful. Struggling with the lid. There we go. This piece looks like chalkware. It looks to be molded, possibly a decorative piece for the ceiling. Here's a macrame plant hanger. It's not vintage. I think it's made of polyester. It's not hemp or jute. Some painted plates here. Don't think those are anything exciting. Let's see. At the back is a pink beaded wall sconce. Unfortunately, only one, so we will leave that. I just want to see the reverse of this. It's super heavy, and I don't see how it would attach to the ceiling. What else can we find? A carved wooden spoon. I think this matches the fork we saw the other day at this same store. Unfortunately, one of its prongs was damaged, so we left it. This is an interesting piece. It looks like a flag-style wall hanging with a patriotic theme. Perfect for the 4th of July coming up. Let's unroll it all the way. It says welcome at the top. Absolutely lovely. I really like that. Let's definitely pop that in the cart. It looks to be in lovely condition, no damage. Let's just turn it around, make sure. I love this. This is a little picture frame. It's a beaded purse. Sadly, some of the beads are falling off. There's no place like Grandma's. Ooh, this is a cross stitch. It's two little hummingbirds with wild roses. It's actually a trivet. Now the trivet is a bit old and worse for wear, a bit manky and scratched and heat damaged, but I'm wondering if we can actually take the cross stitch out of the trivet and maybe frame it for 69 cents. It's absolutely worth a try. Here are a couple of big piggy banks. I always like to check piggy banks because you never know what's inside. That one's missing its stopper. This one has a stopper, a bit worse for wear. Looks like it needs replacing. Let's just make sure there's nothing inside. Oh yeah, it's all melty. You can actually get both stoppers for piggy banks and corks for salt and pepper shakers on Amazon in little sets. Just be sure you measure and get the right size. I had to turn my camera off to get that back in, but it's all put back together now. A couple of little wooden figures there. More seasonal bits over this side. Balloon weights. Stocking holder. Poor snowman has lost his nose. Turkeys. It's a big fleur-de-lis. I think this is a Hobby Lobby piece. $25 at Hobby Lobby. What is this interesting contraption? There's a rooster on top. It looks like a little goblet on the bottom, glued together. $4. I'm really not sure. If you happen to know what this is, do leave me a comment and let me know. I'm quite intrigued. That glue cement is a bit yucky though, so I'm going to leave it. There's another mask down there on the shelf. Easter bits and signs. Here we are in the kitcheny bits, looking at the clear glass section. This is a beautiful vintage serving bowl. Look at those bubbles and ridges there. Really classic mid-century, only $4. I don't need any more large pieces for my booth at the moment, so I'm going to leave that for somebody else. If you need a lovely big serving bowl, I'm at the Goodwill, Rainbow and Cheyenne, so come on down and give it a good home. Here's a little top for one of those wire closure vintage canning jars. Let's see, bakers and serving bowls. Big jars, punch bowls and mixing bowls. So much clear glass. I am determined to bring that back. Here is a chip and dip. Little dip bowl. Let's put it inside the chip bowl. Hanger is nowhere to be found, unfortunately. What else can we see? It's a big blue bottle. It's a modern piece. These look like crystal, but they're actually high quality plastic. They're very interesting. More jars. If you do canning, these jars are very inexpensive here at Goodwill. Great place to come to get those. Oh, look at these. Look at that beautiful lavender color. I believe these are punch bowl glasses. Only 2 of them. But the color is lovely. I'm not sure whether this was originally made as lavender or whether it's changed in the sun. Some vintage glass, if it's left in the bright sunshine, it turns a lavender purple color like this. So let's pop those in the cart for 69 cents a piece and keep going. We'll keep an eye out for more of that set. Lovely serving platter with wild roses. Sadly, that's just about a $12 to $15 piece. This looks like Hearth and Hand, Magnolia Home. My favorites, Chip and Joanna Gaines. I love watching their show. Their pieces are available at Target. They have their own section. Really lovely design style. We are moving into the pots and pans. There's a few other bits up here. This looks like a ceramic skillet, or is it a serving dish? I'm not really sure. Here's a jar with all sorts of littles in it. Test tubes and stoppers. A couple of spoon rests here. Not very good quality those, so we'll leave them. A Rice Krispie cereal mug, only about $12. The resale market is very oversaturated with mugs, so when I purchase one for resale, I like to make sure I'm going to make at least $20 on it. Here is a nice metal serving tray, $5. It's Faber and Schlevin. Unfortunately, only about $10 to $12 resale on this piece. That's a shame because it's really pretty. I love the cutouts and the floral design. Let's keep going. Lots of travel tumblers and mugs. Here is an absolutely massive tray. It looks lovely with inlaid shell and a mirrored base. This would be super for a glass or figurine collection. Retail value is $50 and they are asking $20. Super duper heavy. I couldn't ship that and I really don't have room in my booth at the moment. Look at these. I love wooden salt and pepper shakers. I think these are teak. Sort of a mushroom design, only $3 on these. They would clean up really beautifully with some food grade mineral oil. So let's pop these into our cart. There we go. What else can we find? Tea kettle, there's a Campbell's soup mug, all sorts of pots and pans, more trays and mugs here. Cece's Coffee House. That is silicone. I thought it was ceramic. That fooled me. Boxes up here. This is interesting. Velvet box. Possibly a knife and fork. Nothing in there. I wonder what happened to those. The little miscellaneous utensils are on the end here. I always like to have a peek through here. You just never know what you're going to find. Oops. Let's grab that. Put it back up on the shelf. We wouldn't want any little hands to get a hold of it. Not sure what that is. Cutting board, possibly. No, I don't know. $6. Artie is the brand. A little rolling pin with it here. Canisters. This is a souvenir piece from the Las Vegas Gold Coast Casino. It's got some dice in the top. I suspect this is quite old. I've never seen one of these before, so let's get that in the cart. Souvenir pieces are always good sellers for me. Vegas casino pieces in particular. Just make sure there's nothing else of interest here. What is this? I have been looking for a sandwich maker for a campfire. When we go camping, we love to make s'mores, but I think it would be fun to make a fresh fish toasted sandwich with some cheese and bread. I think they make them in wrought iron, so I'll definitely have to be on the lookout for one of those. Some odds and ends in here, lots of cutlery sets. We have popped around the corner. Now we're in the mug section and I've spotted this beautiful blue floral pottery piece. It's absolutely lovely, only 99 cents. Looks to be hand painted. Louisville stoneware, made in the USA. Really lovely, lovely colors. Blue on the handle, blue around the top. I'm just checking for any damage. It's glazed inside and out. Very unique piece. In the cart it goes. Let's keep going to see if there are any more in this set. Santa with a big chip. Here is a Japanese piece. Lovely little sake cup. I really like the hand painting on that, or is it transfer wear? Nevertheless, it's got a bird and flowers. Really good subject matter, so we will take that as well. Keep going here. Made in Korea, that one. Being very, very picky in the mugs. Just choosing the outstanding pieces that I know will sell for $20 and above. Starbucks here. Not a very exciting design, so we'll leave that. Looking for more pieces to match the two I just found. Here is a perfect example of why you should check every single shelf of your thrift store. Hiding back here in the mug section is an amazing vintage fiberglass table lamp. Oh no! The side of it is absolutely destroyed. It looks like someone's either put their hand or something right through the shade. That is such a shame. That's just too much damage for me to pick up for resale. So I shall have to put it back on the shelf over in the lamp section. This is such a lovely lamp. I'm so sad at the extent of the damage on it, but I'm happy that I got to experience finding it. Over here looks like some salt glaze pottery lamps. Look at these. They're definitely vintage. Absolutely lovely. Look at the flowers and the striping. Vintage plugs. We will have to take these over to the testing station to see if they work. This one doesn't have a bulb. The other one does. They have felt on the bottom. It will be fun to peel the felt back just to see if they are signed. They're not signed anywhere else. They're only $4 a piece. The switches work smoothly. So let's get them into the cart and we will go over and test them out. There's one. Carefully get the other. I'm so thrilled about these, and even more so that there are two. This piece is interesting as well, with a massive bow. This would be lovely in a little girl's nursery, wouldn't it? It's $9.99, a more modern plug, definitely a contemporary piece. Let's keep going to see if there is anything else that catches our eye. An Asian style lamp here with some lilies. That too is quite modern. There's a little tray here. It's made of shell. Don't see anything else in the lamps. So here we are at the testing station. It's really handy to have this here. So if you buy anything with a plug, anything at all, you can come over, plug it in and make sure that it works. Let's do this one with the bulb first. I'm going to have to loosen that out of the rubber band here. I'm going to set you down just there while I take a loop out. Oh! Did you see that? It works! Yay! Let me test the switch just to make sure. Off and on. And we will switch the bulb and try the other one. Make sure it's unplugged. We'll unscrew this bulb, pop it in the other one. Nice and gently. You don't want to tighten it too much, just enough. Let's plug it in, and that one works as well. Test the switch. Perfect. Let's get them back into the cart. I'm so excited about those. We'll just have to find some really pretty shades or sell them as is. Right here opposite the testing station is the seasonal aisle, where they have all sorts of Christmassy bits, some Halloween, Easter. There's another pair of those pink candle holders, the flash ones we saw on the other side there. I'll have to go put those with their friends in a minute. Some vintage Christmas balls in silver. This looks to be part of a game, a board game. Pinecone wreath, little elf hat down there, Christmas plates and mugs, glasses up here, candles and decorative bits, some stocking holders, tree toppers. That one looks to be quite vintage for Macy's. Platters. More candle holders and plates. Here is a Yankee candle trio. These are ever so heavy. I know I've looked these up before. There's quite a few listed for maybe $30 or $40, but none sold. I think the shipping weight is going to be a bit cost prohibitive. And again, I know you hear me say this all the time, but it's very, very risky for us resellers in Las Vegas to ship candles, because with temperatures over 100 degrees, sometimes they don't arrive in the same condition that we package them up in, rather melty and worse for wear. Here's a box of velvet Christmas cards. These sell quite well closer to Christmas, but unfortunately, these are just a bit too much for me for resale. It's a pretty lavender color vase here. It is a florist piece, sharp edges, not high quality. Some bowl fillers and tins here. It's a pitcher, canisters, and mugs. Spiky pumpkin. Moving into the Thanksgiving and fall section, more candles, signs and plaques. Not really sure what that came off of. Maybe a little box. This looks like a dish drying towel. I have one very, very similar. $2 on that. I would like to take just a minute to thank everybody who is subscribed to my channel so much. I'm really glad you're enjoying my videos. If you're new to the channel and not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. You don't have to, but I would love you to be part of our thrifting family. And if you click the little notification bell, you receive a notification every time I drop a brand new video on the channel. This gives you the first opportunity to watch the video, watch the haul, and see if there's anything you'd like to purchase. We're getting to the end of this section now, a huge cornucopia, some little stemless wine glasses with hearts. What else do we have down at the bottom here? Here we are in the small frames and artwork, having a look. Here is a little elephant frame. Sunset colors, unfortunately a bit worse for wear that, so we'll leave it. Lots and lots of brand new photo frames today. Moving into the large art section, I'll have to pick up that canvas on the floor there in a minute. Vegas Nights. There's a Coca-Cola jigsaw puzzle someone's put together and framed. Perfect for the Coca-Cola collector. All sorts of sizes, styles, and colors. Mostly contemporary pieces. Occasionally we find a nice vintage frame or original piece. Hobby Lobby style clocks here. This guy is definitely vintage. Black Panther on wood. What else can we find? Always looking for needlework, cross stitch, crewel. I haven't found any of that in quite some time. Go jump in the lake. That's fun. All sorts of frames here. Mirrors. Let's have a wander through the furniture to see if there's anything exciting. Lots of couches I see, end tables. Not seeing anything vintage today. I'm actually on the lookout for a really nice bookshelf for my master bedroom nook. Here on my dining room table is everything we found at Goodwill. First, we have our amazing patriotic welcome flag. I paid $8 for it. It's really lovely. It's a big house with the flag and stars on it. It has a hanger up top, as you can see. I paid $8 for it, and I am going to ask $25. Next, we have our beautiful pottery lamps here. They are almost a salt glaze. They have what look like irises on them with a blue stripe motif. I just noticed that one of them, this one, is actually slightly taller than the other. It tells me they are hand thrown. I pulled back the felt on the bottom, but they are not signed, unfortunately. They're absolutely lovely though. As you saw in the video, they both work perfectly. I paid $4 a piece for them, and I am going to ask $75 for the pair. Next, we have this amazing Gold Coast canister. I believe it's a souvenir piece from the Gold Coast Casino here in Las Vegas. In the top are two dice there. And it's not marked at all, but it's really nice quality glass. I paid $3 for it. I am going to ask $25. Next, we have our lovely Chinese mini screen diorama here. I believe the diorama pieces are made of cork. In this first one, I have to show you, there's two lovely storks or cranes. And it's almost a continuous scene here. Absolutely lovely. I have no idea how they do that, but it's just stunning. I paid up a little bit for it. I paid $8, and I am going to ask $30. Next, we have our lovely wood salt and pepper shakers. I gave them a coat of mineral oil and they came up beautifully. I do want to point out that the two of them are slightly different shades of natural wood. Really lovely. I paid a couple of dollars for them. I'm going to ask $15. Next, we have this Japanese sake cup. The design is absolutely lovely. It is a little bit crazed. I don't know if you can see that. Design is beautiful with gold leaf in it, a bird with flowers. I paid 99 cents for it. I am going to ask $15. Next is our lovely stoneware pottery mug. It's by Louisville Stoneware. and it is made in the USA. Beautiful blues with greens, nice weight, glazed inside and out, absolutely no damage. I paid 99 cents for it. I am going to ask $20. Now I believe this pair are punch cups for a punch cup set, and as you can see they have a lavender tint to them. I'm not sure if they came this way with the lavender tint or whether they have turned in the sunlight. I paid 69 cents a piece for these, and I am going to ask $12 a piece. I absolutely love this porcelain owl. It's just a little baby owl figurine. The expression on his face is just adorable, and he's got 1 foot in the air. He's perched on a stump. He is signed on the bottom. I paid 99 cents for him, and I am going to ask $18. I absolutely love the colour of this candle holder. It's carved soapstone, a heart with climbing flowers on it. I paid 99 cents for it, and I am going to ask $18. I was really excited to show you how beautifully this cleaned up. As I said in the video, I thought I was going to have to take out the cross stitch and reframe it, but once I cleaned it up, this trivet is absolutely beautiful. Looks like new almost, and the needle point is crisp and clear and just really lovely. I got a super deal at 69 cents because of the state it was in. But all cleaned up, I'm going to ask $25. I wanted to include this little elephant on wheels in my haul because he is so patriotic. Really sweet, with a little flag draped over his back. He does wheel. A fun decoration for the 4th of July. I paid $2 for him, and I am going to ask $18. Last but not least, my find of the day. This is a vintage candy dish. I believe it is Fenton. Beautiful, beautiful pink glass. Not signed. I expect back in the day it had a Fenton sticker on it. Super deal at $2. I am going to ask $45. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our trip to Goodwill and the haul. If you see anything you're interested in purchasing, not Bandit, please send me an email to thriftingvegas.tiffany@gmail.com. Please include your name, your address, the item you're interested in, and your offer. Please stay tuned. We are having our house painted, and I have included some before shots. The after shots will appear in my Sunday video, so do make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Hit the little notification bell, which will alert you when I drop a new video. And we'll see you next time. Bye. So tomorrow is very exciting. We are going to be having our house painted. So this morning I have to take off the old fixtures here and prepare everything for the painters to come tomorrow. Yesterday they actually power washed our house. So let me give you a little before shot. This light has to come down as well. When we bought the house, it was this sort of sea and sand blue and yellowy combination with salmon colored rails. We are going to do the main colour in green. The garage doors will be white and the railings black. I think it's going to look really, really nice. So that's all happening tomorrow. Yeah.